Shannon, thank you for your Module 3 submission. As I look at your blog posts and hear your commentary, I understand that you are sharing several examples that you have already implemented and are reflecting on them. I think the layout of your post is succinct, starting with how you will explain the assessment here, the assessment of for and as learning in the context of your work in the toxic drug emergency, and then defining terms here, starting with assessment of learning and ending with community of practice, and then followed by examples. Assessment of learning and practice, assessment for, assessment as, and finally autodidacts in practice. I see that you're trying to demonstrate that the autodidacts are the students in your final example here with a straight degree. But I would challenge you to consider the autodidacts in all of your examples, especially the assessment for teaching to the test and assessment for, assessment of, which was teaching to the test, and assessment for with your straight degree example. Have you ever heard of the SOAR sequence? This acronym stands for Student Ownership and Advocacy Leads to Results. So this is just one example of how you can support students in delivering their own lifelong assessment skills. It begins with prompting students to consider some of the following questions at the beginning of one of your trainings. What I think we will learn, what I know now, what I want to know, and how I will find out. And lastly, how can I use my learning? So give it a go with your students. I'll share this reference at the end here with you. But give it a go with your students in the various educational spaces you facilitate and see if more autodidacts reveal themselves. I can see how this kind of framing would only benefit your work, as the more students that see that they have knowledge and can build on it will hopefully lead to future community leaders and educators, which is what you have identified is most valuable. And lastly, regarding the delivery of your content, your enthusiasm is contagious. And as my job is to help you succeed, feedback for you on your video is to slow down. I find that you say many words quite quickly and stumble occasionally. If you haven't already developed a script for your online presentations, I would encourage you to do so and then practice reading it in a slow, measured way so your audience understands all your words. This practice will avoid wordiness in your delivery, like dying so much at time code 335. Wordiness like that could detract from your credibility. I appreciate your knowledge on this topic, and I want to ensure that the people who attend your trainings get the most out of it simply by having you easily understood. Shannon, wonderful submission. I look forward to hearing what you have to say in your reflection. And so here, let me just share this reference with you for the SOAR acronym right there. Laura did not have a last name in this blog post, but go ahead, take a look, and I hope it serves you well. Take care.